It always amazes me how incredible a Minecraft world can look. The main thing I've learned this year is that these things take time. Lots of it. I'm creating a forever world, starting in this central island and making it as detailed and realistic as I can. Then I'm giving it to you in BEdrock and in Java every month, with all its progress, including schematics. I'll let you know the details in a minute. Today, I'm hoping to finish this central island and start to plan our route out into the world. It's a biggie, strap in, this is Avornia. Let's crack on. We have already made loads of progress on this central island of this creative world, and I've already released the first download in BEdrock and Java with all the progress that you see here. But a lot of this island is still really flat and very unnatural. I need to do something to it. And today the plan is to finish this island so we can expand out beyond the water into the rest of the world. Which, I'm not going to lie, makes me very nervous, but also really excited because there's so much we can do all around here, and I want to go out for thousands of blocks. If you've not watched the last 2 episodes, step 1, go and watch those. The links are in the description, and then make sure you come back. I promise you it's worth it. But you won't know that I'm building this for all my Redstone patrons and above in both BEdrock and in Java, plus I'm supplying all of the schematics that I use as a world download. Details on how to access that are down in the description. I'm going to be developing this entire world. Well, I don't know about the entire world, because 30 odd million blocks in every direction might be a little bit much. But as much of it as I possibly can over the coming weeks and months. And I really hope that it's going to work out, as well as this island is promising at the moment. Over time, I'm going to be including places to explore, mega builds, dungeons, quests, and all sorts. Plus, of course, you could just use it as your survival world if you wanted to. Or alternatively, you could just watch me make it over the series of episodes. That'd be brilliant. But whatever you do, please do drop a like on the video, leave me a comment and let me know what you think. Plus, maybe consider subscribing. It really helps out the channel and costs you absolutely nothing. I think I need to stop yapping and crack on. Now, apart from some boats, this coastal side is pretty much finished. I like the way I've got the rocks there with the bushes. I like the fact that we've got both our docks going, and this farm area on the right hand side flows right off into the water. The other sides of the island are a little bit less impressive, so I definitely need to do something with that. This hill is just a lump in the middle, so I definitely need to do something about that too. It's a fishing village, but there's only one boat, so that can't be right. There needs to be at least a little bit of animal farming, so I need to work out where that's going to happen. And I appreciate they would have chopped a load down in order to make this village, but there's got to be some trees on the island, surely. Not a single one at the moment. I need to change that. Plus probably a load of other stuff too, so let's get on with it. Starting with this part of the hill. Now, I really like the shape that we've got here, but I'm not such a massive fan of these 2 holes here. So what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to create some kind of water source up near the top. Maybe a natural spring or something like that, that flows a waterfall down, and I'll create these into some kind of pond area. That's probably the right way to go, which means I need to put a bit of a filling in this gap, not necessarily all of it because I put some lighting in, but certainly enough to be able to create the bottom of that pond, but I'm not sure exactly where it's going to go. So if this flows down from here, I'll expand this out a little bit so there's like a pond at the top. That will flow into that hole. This hole needs to almost be completely removed, and that will flow into that hole. So if I build a bottom kind of around this sort of level, that will probably work, right? I think I might WorldEdit this full with a brush. I've put a 5 diameter stone sphere on this spade and masked it with air, so that should theoretically quite nicely fill the thing up for me. I'm going to end up getting myself encased in stone there. That won't do at all. But hopefully that will speed the job up, which is good. Yeah, that works nicely. That might have gone a little bit too far there, but that don't matter. It's masked with air, so it shouldn't put anything where it shouldn't be. Yeah, that's about right. I think we're going to need to fill this bit in completely, like I said. This goes quite deep here. So let's just come straight up now like that. Almost did the pig. Or pig. Oh, I did myself. The pig's gone. I'm sorry, Mr. Pig. I've encased you in stone, but, you know, you're preserved forever and all that. And, well, maybe not forever. We won't talk about that. No one saw anything. So if you don't know how I've done that with the masking and the brushing, I did do a WorldEdit series that teaches you how to do that. I'll shove the link in the description if you're interested. So let's expand this bit out a little bit more so it's got more of a 2-tiered approach. That's a little bit more like what I had in mind. So if I have a source kind of under the house somewhere, that flows into a pond-like effort there, which goes down and a cascade into this area, which goes into a short cascade into that area. That'll work. But of course, if we've got water pumping in at one end through a natural source, that's going to eventually fill the pond up and flood the whole island, isn't it? So that's going to need some kind of thing coming out and into the water, which means I'm going to have to cut across that road and create a little bridge. That might look nice, maybe. Yeah, let's have a go at that. And I reckon this calls for a little time lapse. So sit back, relax, enjoy the music, and let me know what you think at the end. Now, I reckon that has gone pretty well. So I'm just walking around the road over this little, it's a little bit of a wonky bridge to be honest, but it had to go over the river, right? And this is the waterfall. This looks really good. Now, I've done a few waterfalls in my time, but this one, I reckon it might be one of the better ones. That triple stage waterfall thing there and then going into the river, that's giving it another level, I think. I quite like it. We'll ignore the cow. So now all I need to do is put this kind of level of detail everywhere else on the entire island, and then carry on putting this level of detail everywhere else, thousands of blocks around the island. That's not going to take too long now. I might need an episode or two to get it all done. But what I think I might do now is edge the island off just a little bit. These curves don't really make sense to me. They kind of just flow into the water and don't do anything. They just sort of stop. I don't like the fact that they just sort of stop. They need to be more natural and rocky or beachy or something like that. And whilst it won't be quite as extreme as this, I think this is the kind of style I'm looking for. I did make a start in episode 1, but this is all very, very straight along here. Look, that's pretty much a straight line. I'm not happy with that. It needs wobbling up a little bit. So I think I am going to start here. It's going to overhang. I don't think there's a lot I can do about it overhanging because it is a severe drop-off all the way up there. And I can't really build that up to stop the drop-off too much. Maybe I'll underpin it a little bit later. But for now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stop this being such a straight line just by bringing out in a few different spots some rock like that and there maybe. And just to take that straight edge off, because it literally was knife straight, wasn't it? Look at that, that's crazy. So if I pop that there, bring that in there, get some cobble going, that just kind of breaks that straight edge up, probably enough for it to look a little bit more natural. Then if I put in some slabbage, take that out, that can become, so I need to get some green in here as well, I reckon. Pop that there and that there like that. Can put a green slab on the bottom of that. That makes sense. That can go there. If I leave some water, would it make sense to leave some water? I think it probably makes sense to leave some water in and out of it, doesn't it? Definitely. pop that there, that's sort of okay. I've got to underpin that just a little bit, and this is crazy. So let's just bring this out just a little bit. I can't stand it. It's doing my OCD no end of pain. So I'm going to bring that out like that. It doesn't have to go all the way down. It can just be a outcrop of dirt. Is that such a thing as an outcrop of dirt? Oh, there is now. Look at that. We're away. So that can go there like that. If I do the same kind of out here as well, maybe we can bring a little bit out there too. Although that will make that straight as well, won't it? So if I unstraighten this bit, bring this down, so I've got an underpin here, that will work. Bring it out like that. It doesn't want to be actual dirt there. That can be there. That can go there. And we bring it in like that. Do we reckon? Can you tell I'm making this up as I go along? But that's okay. Making it up as I go along is half the fun, right? So if I bring this out with a little bit of stone, just randomly slapping that stone in like that, put that there, bring that in like that, put in, I've already got that, put in a bit more normal stone there and there. That can have a slab under the water. We can get rid of that because that's just sticking out. We don't need that. That can go there. Maybe that could be another block up there. That can be some steps. I haven't got any andesite yet, have I? Let's grab some andesite bits and pieces. That andesite can go there. A little bit more cobble there. Andesite slab there. Cobble steps there perhaps. That can have, that can go there, like that. That can be like that. And I think that's probably okay. Maybe we can put in that there just to finish that off. And an andesite slab there. That can come out because we don't need it. That's probably okay. Again, we've got another little bit of water there, which is all right. If I kind of lift these up a little bit now, because I need to get some height on some of these. Otherwise, it just looks like a flat bit. That's probably all we need. That can go there, that there, that there. I'm going to lose that, I think, because I want to do that. That's okay so far. Let's bring in some steps. Steps there. We can have some underwater steps like that. I think that'll be okay. That can go steps like that. Does that look alright? Yeah, that looks okay. Some more rock there. That can be rock there, and then we can pop that slab there. Then we need to get rid of that slab because that won't work, but we need to then put a slab in there. Keep it mossy. I think that's okay. Then if we add in a little bit of bushage, that kind of pulls it into the rest of the... Does it pull it into the rest of the area? That kind of pulls it into the rest of the area. I'm going to lose that bit of water then. It's displeasing me. That can go there. That can be like that. So that's kind of the effect. And now that side is now a lot less of a problem. It's not straight in any way, shape or form anymore. And I much prefer that. So let's put a little bit more flowerage. That can go like that. Put that in. And then a little bit more of the spruce. I think I need to bring in some steps and some slabs. They can go. We don't need those. Don't need that anymore. And don't need that anymore. And that can be some steps like that. Much better. Now all I need to do is kind of carry this kind of style all the way around most of the island, because I think most of it's going to be rocky. Maybe keep a little bit of beach somewhere. Not sure where yet, but make it more edged. Otherwise, this straight line, it's just not right. I'll be back when I've done a bit more. I've gone all the way around to the port on that side and then all the way up to the farm area on this side. Remember, it was just that bit done before. I'm really pleased with the way this has come out. I've not overbushed it, but I've put plenty in. Also got a little bit of flour and I've lit it up. So this is really a side that they're not able to come onto. Oh, we've got a dead fish. No, fish. No, you're not meant to be there. Go that way. There you go. Saved. See, I don't just kill animals to eat them. I do sometimes save them. But you're not meant to come and, I don't know, dock along this side of the island. It's not really what's happening. They're trying to keep everybody docking at the docks. We still do have this side of the island. It's got this portal here. And because it's got that portal, I'm just going to leave it for now because I want to do something with this portal that kind of joins it up with this part of the island there. What I do want to do is try and include a little bit of an animal area at this end of the island, but I don't want to overdo it again because I'm probably going to want to join that up somehow. Not sure because I don't know if that's going to be... That's probably not going to be a boat thoroughfare, is it? So I could do a bridge across there. That doesn't matter if it blocks the boats off. That's probably the way to join it up. They're going to have to bring in things through road as well as off of the sea. And the fact that the quarry is here, that's probably a really good area for them to take up and off into the wild blue yonder over there. But I do want to get some animals on it and possibly one other spot as well. I've gone for a fairly classic looking pen. It's just nice and square. It's given me plenty of room up here to be able to take a road up. Although I did notice this bit here was dug out. Now that kind of lends itself to a road, doesn't it? With those canyon type sides on either side rather than me coming across there. So I may rethink that because I quite like that as a road. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. What I want is I want a shepherd in here because this is going to have sheep and pigs in it. So if I want a shepherd, what I really want to do is place myself down a loom and then pop in a villager next to it. Hopefully it will link with this. It will link with that, which is great. Then what I can do is I can bring in right in the middle here a barrel, and on the barrel I need to put a wall. Where's my wall? Stick a wall there, and then bring in, have I got, no, I'm just going to switch it out here. Then I bring in 1 and 2 and 3, and I'm going to come out on all 4 sides and there, and then get myself lanterns and pop the lanterns on all 4 sides. I didn't want to put any lanterns on those fences. I want to put it in the middle, and that will light up the entire pen. Then that works beautifully. I might put something on top of that. I've not decided, but what I can now do is I can decorate this thing up. If I put in a cauldron, I want to try and avoid them being able to get out, so it needs to come away from the fence. So cauldron can have the water in. I'm going to put a row of podzol there, and there. Do I want to use podzol though? Yeah, I do. I want to use podzol, and then I want to get myself trapdoors, and that kind of looks like, I was trying to think of something that was better, that kind of looks like animal feed, doesn't it? Also looks like animal poop, which is why we're going to put some of it kind of in and around the floor as well. So quite like that. It looks like roughed up animal poopy type floor. I'm going to put in some hay bales like that. That's fine, I think. Yeah, let's put in a composter. Just, I don't know, just looks like something else you can put in. And then let's put in a few sheep. So I put sheep there, sheep there, sheep there, sheep there, sheep there, sheep there, and a few pigs at the same time. Pig, 4, 5, and 6. So that's 6 of each. I reckon that's plenty. That looks a whole lot better, and we've now got this island attached to the mainland, albeit by a rickety bridge. But I like that. The rickety bridge means that wagons and goodness only knows what can come over here, grab whatever it is out of this quarry, and they don't have to go on the boat, they can go on the road. And this road is now pointing directly down that canyon that I really like the look of a minute ago. But we are still not done for today. Nearly, but not quite. Because it still feels wrong that we've got these 2 ports and not a single ship in sight. We need to sort that out right now. Let's go across to the creative world and build some boats. They'll do for a start. What we now need to do is get them into our world. And obviously the schematics of all three of these boats will be in the schematic file when I update it at the end of this month. I think what I'm going to do first is bring the medium-sized boat into dock on this middle, slightly larger dock area. I've got to think about where I was. If I stand there and I schematic load boat 2, pretty sure it's boat 2, and then I paste that minus the air so we don't lose out all of that water, it should dock it right next to it here. There we go, that's perfect. I think what I might do is take that out. Well, that's quite interesting. If I do that and then that, how can I get that to flap up? I've got an idea, right? So let's pop that there, put that there, get rid of that, place that there, get rid of that, and then that flaps up and down and we can get in and out of the boat. I think that works. How does that actually look? So we've got one boat docked there beautifully. I'll keep that flat down, I think. And what I'm going to do now is put out a number more boats out in the water and maybe one or two around the docks. Back in a minute. Is absolutely loving life right now. These docks are busy, they're populated, they've got a purpose. I'm much happier with them. That is a very highly populated lake. I do hope those boats don't bump into each other. That could be a disaster. Maybe I should put in a sinking boat as well. No, that's probably a little bit sinister, isn't it? So today we have crafted about half of the coastline. We've brought in some animals and joined our island up to the mainland. We've created a waterfall that runs down multiple levels and into the lake, with a means to cross it. And we've added life to this side of the island in the water, with merchants and fishermen coming to and from those two busy docks. And I know that 70% of you have already stopped watching, so there is no point in me adding any extra bits to the island right now. So in the next episode, I'm going to finish up this coastline. It's not all going to be rocks. There's going to be some beach area, and where it's shallow, I'm going to make it a little bit more interesting as well. We also need to make sure that we are landscaping the entirety of this island, because that looks very green and flat to me. Plus, we've still got no trees. I'm going to put the trees in last, because if you put them in first, you've got to build around them, and they sort of get in the way. So they'll be the last thing we do. The next world update for download will come along after the next episode, but it is still available to download already from where I started this episode. Go to avomance.com for information about how to become a patron and get this. Don't forget to leave me a comment and any ideas that you think I might be able to do, and maybe consider liking the video and subscribing. It really helps out the channel and costs you absolutely nothing. And I'll look forward to seeing you in the very next episode. You take it easy now. Bye.